Hello, peeps. We're here again. Welcome back, welcome in. Subscribers, non-subscribers, all y'all, please. I'm glad to see you. And I invite you to subscribe if you haven't. That rep. I was thinking about, we're in Leo time. Leo's a fire sign. You know, it's about self-confidence, forward movement, leadership, warm-heartedness. I mean, cups are about love, but there's a warm-hearted, an open-heartedness to the fire signs in their best energy. Natural leaders, you know, and on the darker side, stubborn, selfish, because Leo, fire signs in general speak to the self-empowered. So we're in Leo time, and I think interestingly, we're also North Node in Aries, another fire sign. So it's like the fire within the fire heading toward fire. North Node is about sort of destiny and you know, answering the call. Leo would do that enthusiastically, courageously. Love me some Leos. And the only other thing I had was I have, you know, refrigerator magnets. They're in a bowl over here because it's sort of like occasionally I'll dip in. And the one this morning was this instant. I don't have my glasses on, but I remember it says this instant. And my mother used to say that rather ferociously. It was like, you come here this instant. And it was demanding like that. Also kind of it could be a characteristic of a fire sign. But the inflection I heard it in was this instant. This is the instance. This is the moment. This instance. So, and the other thing I had written down here, I'm just noticing, is a definition. I happened to write it down from Birth of Venus Tarot. Props to you. And she was describing contagious energy. You know, I think we don't realize sometimes how our moods, you know, in the obvious ways, yes, if we're in if we're in a bad mood, it affects other people. But you don't even need to say anything. Your energy sort of, it goes out. So to be aware of the energies that you're putting out, not only for your own sake, but for the sake of the people around you, try to raise the vibe. The vibe. Because it is contagious. You can pick up on other people's energy. Other people can pick up on yours. You can adopt that energy without even knowing it or meaning to. It can get under your skin. Somebody else's anger, and they're not even talking. They're just radiating. And you can feel that heat coming off of people. And you can feel it in your own body, that flush of like, you know, you want to fight with me, I'll fight you back. There's a toughness to Leo time. Maybe. Tower. Talk about power. You know, this is the universe taking something down because it was unstable. The foundation wasn't sound. You know, and this lightning bolt strikes and people are out the windows. 2 people. It's like, it's a situation that's getting blown up. And I see this as being a good card, not an easy card, but, you know, it indicates growth because this container, this tower, this protected place where these folks were living, you know, in their psyche, it's a major arcana. was too tight, too small. You know, the universe came in and like cracked the shell so you could get out. And it's a rather dramatic way of getting out, for sure. It can be startling. It can be mind-blowing. You know, that tower is sort of like the construct, just getting blown away. Kaboom. I was going to look at the bottom of the deck, and I looked at the... And there may be something about that. I mean, tower obliterates. So other things can grow up, something more, you know, it's not the root-bound plant. Tower always allows for greater growth, bigger. You're bigger than you think. You're more powerful than you think. And the universe is sort of endorsing that through great and abrupt change. Usually that's it. Apparently that's a new way of doing it, is to get a blob of cards. 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You know, this deeply felt... Sorry. There's some more. I mean, we got to take them. Sorry. Deeply felt connection. I think it's disappeared. Where are you? Are you under here? No. Where'd it go? Well, somehow you saw it, 2 of Cups, but like it fell away. I mean, maybe it's that kind of connection that got exploded. It's something about the container was too small. Okay, this is a glob. This is a glob. No, it's just not there, but they're interesting cards. Okay, we have Queen of Cups. She feels deeply. She's a lover. She's a giver. Her heart is open. In Cups energy, her feelings flow. And I'm reminded and I think again it was Birth of Venus Tarot said in this depiction, the cup is capped. You know, it's got a rather elaborate top on it. So there's something about conserving or protecting one's feelings, the cup energy. And, you know, like the feelings are intact, but they're somehow capped. And yeah, they're capped. This is a card of grief and loss. You know, the widower card. Love is still there in the form of the 2 cups that are upright, but 3 are over, and that's the focus. The time it takes to grieve, and possibly to grieve this abrupt change in the realm of feelings and love. Cups energy is big here. But principally what this Queen of Cups is feeling is sadness. She's feeling a loss. Something that was flattened down to the foundation. I see Tower as a card of Scorpio because it's such major change, Scorpio being the death card. It's like the death that allows for new growth, Tower. And I talked a lot about Leo, and here it is, lion-hearted. The courage to be compassionate. And I think I'd written that down. So, yeah, okay, Leo, first word out was compassionate. Big-hearted, brave, conscientious, generous. Generous with their time, with their energy, with their resources. They're natural leaders. Self-assured. Who could survive Tower and the pain of Tower and the pain of this loss? You know, apparently the loss and the Tower were the thing that brought up the strength and the courage and the compassion, the ability to deal with pain, the thorn in the lion's paw. These two are in a sort of a symbiotic relationship of trust and care and compassion. So somehow the tower, what it revealed was this lion-hearted nature, compassion for yourself and others. So let's go. Under Queen of Cups, we have Seven of Cups. That's confusion. You know, something that could undermine your personal power, your strength. Because it's a scattered energy, not knowing where to go. And fire signs generally are about knowing where to go. They're directional. And intention. And it's hard to have intention when you're in this state of so many options. You don't know what to focus on. You're confused. Somebody is. And I think it's this Queen of Cups. Like, why did the tower happen? Why this loss? You know, I'm overcoming it, but it was dramatic and it hurt. And we have Six of Pentacles next. And the confusion might be about this divided, this resources being divided. You know, it's a fair exchange. There's a scale there. Both of these individuals are getting their fair share. But in a way, it's a pittance. The fat cat, the moneyed person in the red hat who's passing out money or time or energy or investment is kind of breadcrumbing. He could give more. He, she, they. It's also a card of equal exchange. But equal in the sense of, you know, I'll parse it out. Ace of Cups. Is this what's getting parsed out? This opportunity for love? This potential for love? It comes under the Strength card. So it's like the heart rebounding after this. And it's an offering from on high and, in this case, in 3D. I think it's something to correct the imbalance. Because that Two of Cup cards we saw that disappeared, that was maybe obliterated by a tower because it wasn't big enough. So the connection was somehow exploded. Well, here again, Leo energy. The sun, the light. In Leo time, we're in this time of courageous, big-hearted leadership. Directional, pointing the way toward happiness and warmth. You know, and again, all those attributes that we read for strength. Generosity, openness. Wow. And, you know, openness in the heart space. Open-hearted. I think I even said big-hearted, I said, but you know, this is the open cup. Queen of Swords, that's the other one. Queen of Cups had the closed cup. Well, something's coming in, some new opportunity for love that will open the cup. Having the courage to do it. Because there are, in fact, Two of Cups. Love has not left the field. It hasn't. So, and then Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is a cerebral energy, a card of consideration, of weighing things up and seeing if they're true, if they meet her expectations. You know, she doesn't suffer fools. She can be fierce because she's very clear. She's very clear, you know, she speaks the truth. She wants the truth. 2 queens on the board. One who's, you know, sort of protecting the heart with the capped cup, and one who's got her sword drawn. This is the truth. This is my truth. But it's so softened by the Sun card and the Ace of Cups. Big-hearted love energy. And maybe she just can discern what's not. And I think what's not, in a way, is this 5 of Cups. 5s indicate a need for change. In how you feel about it and how you think about it. It could be a water sign and an air sign. Or, you know, somebody who's principally in their feelings, motivated by their feelings, and perhaps somebody else who's motivated by their idea of right and wrong. Their idea of right and wrong. The other 5 on the board is, oh, I'm sorry, that's a 6. Never mind. It's like I don't have the, you're the goofy glasses. And I can't see, you know, the readers. Forget. Okay. On Ace of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. And we've seen her again and again. He, him, whomever. This is the individual who's self-sufficient. Who knows their own value. Who's secure and grounded. I think grounded enough and secure enough to do this. To become vulnerable. It seems like, again, after this loss, something was taken down to the bare bones. And this is a card of Pentacles. This is a card, Pentacles speak to growth and stability. And this guy may be a fat cat, but he's sharing the wealth. It's a redistribution. And that's a change that needed to happen. On Queen of Swords, 4 of Wands. In Wands energy and fire energy, the warm-hearted place where these 2 come together. Both of them in their Leo energy of passion and purpose. And the direction, the Wands energy, directional thing, has led them both to this place. They match. 11-11 portal. A place of celebration and reunion. And that's on Queen of Swords. So, you know, she knows. She knows where this energy or place is or person is, and she knows where they're not. You know, she's a filter. Her brain is saying, yes, no, yeah. It's sort of like the bouncer. She'll bounce you right out of there. No problemo with Queen of Swords. Okay. I keep wanting to shuffle them, but I'm just supposed to go like this. Okay. On the card of Strength and Courage, there it is. The new love. Page energy. A peep at it. A peek at it. The heart's open. A little bit at a time. You know, she's had it capped. She's been hurt. She's been in grief. In a state of loss. And the love is coming back. Kind of a little at a time. Why? Because she's opened her heart back up. She, he, they. Possibly both people. Because I'm sort of haunted by that 2 of Cups I saw that disappeared. But here it is again. Pages are messengers They have something to offer that's young energy. You know, it's not like the full-on Ten of Cups. It's, how about this? On Six of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. This is another Pentacles energy, and Pentacles are slow. This is sort of like he's a steady knight. He's a true knight. He's authentic, but he's slow. Because he goes, you know, step by step. He's not gallopy all over the place. Takes time. Pentacles energy, finding this equilibrium, this balance. After some kind of imbalance, it takes time. On Tower, we have Justice. Air energy of Libra. Major arcana of that energy. This is the embodiment in incarnate. This is the principle that this person is accessing, because they're clear, they're smart, they know shit from Shinola. And they know how to balance the scales. They know it, sword energy. They bear the sword in their hand, and they're making a judgment. And this is on Tower. So once something comes down, that unstable, too small container, it's sort of like, then we're clear thinking again. We know what's fair. And I think Tower restored this equilibrium, the scales, which appears here as well, the scales. It's taken some time for this change to happen. It's been very slow, but steady progress toward equilibrium. After this sudden bang event, slow restoration, slow growth of balance, of like the scales, if they were like this, you see, they're adjusting back into something equal and fair. Okay. On Five of Cups, we have Page of Wands. Again, fire energy. Pages are small. This guy always strikes me as not small. And now I'm getting the idea of, you know how a kitten will puff up its hair and turn sideways and jump around side? That's to make them look big. They're trying to look big. It's a bit of a bluff. And this guy is like got on this. I mean, for all I know, he's a little guy in a puffy coat. You know, he's like trying to look big, but he's a page. This is the man boy. It's a page, but he also looks old. Doesn't look like a youth. But he's directional. You know, he's moving. He's picked a path. A new beginning, away from this grief. So it's reclaiming power. Wands energy is personal power. And it's also the power to feel for yourself and other people, to feel other people's pain without being depleted by it. This is feeling the sadness and being depleted by it. The cups are spilled. But there's this new opportunity for your growth. Nines are personal, tend to be in tarot. So this is the individual who's come into their own. And I notice here that there are all these rays coming out of this cup. open-hearted. And the rays of the sun, open-hearted. It's both receiving the light and shining it back out again. That takes courage. And where does it end you up? In this kind of relationship, where you've traveled equal distance to get to this place. Four of Wands. It's stable. Four speak to stability. But it's based on heart-centered blah blah. And here's Four of Cups. Also kind of a sad cups energy. But this is like the stupor. You know, this is sort of a bored energy. I've waited so long, I've like fallen asleep. My cups are capped. Here's one coming in. Basically Ace of Cups, which we've already seen. But the person's asleep. They need to wake up and see it and take it up. You know, oh shoot, in their hand. Sorry, wait a minute. Take it up in their hand. Take it up in their hand. Even a little gesture will take strength. But it'll move you out of this. The confusion, the illusion. Because you're operating, somebody is in Queen of Swords energy. Not about illusion. So, I think that goes on Seven of Cups. You know, somebody's been looking everywhere. You know, which love? Where's the love? How do I get there? I'm confused. And then exhausted. And in a funny way, bored. On Queen of Cups, King of Swords. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. People matching here in their clarity, their truth-telling. But it's on Queen of Cups. So it's like you know, something exploded. Which capped the cup of this person who feels deeply. But in comes clarity about that. Can be cold a little bit in the sense that it's analysis, it's cerebral, but it's clear. It's coming in with truth. And meeting up with somebody who's traveled distance, Wands energy, moved into the position of clarity and truth. So they both can locate this place. You know, the happy place, the bright place. So whatever cold energy in King and Queen of Swords, it's also warmth, brightness, something revealed. And on that card is another fire sign, Fool. The courage to take the leap. The willingness to begin. It's the first card in the Major Arcana, the card 0. It's like starting from scratch. After this, it's rebuilding it, which will take time. It went down in an instant. What is it? Love comes slow and it goes so fast. I think that's Passenger. It goes so fast. It's coming back slowly. Kind of little cup by little cup. Death card, star card. Scorpio energy, water energy, that card of feelings, transformed. Something ended, something new began. Remember I said Tower was like scorpionic energy. It's been raised, you know, like you raise it. You know, what do you call it? Ball comes in and bashes it. And down comes the structure. And it's the universal, you know, there's some Molly Cyrus video about that. Wrecking ball. This is wrecking ball. And then slowly building it back up again. And this is a card of healing. Of being guided to a place of healing and great clarity. Again, that air energy. We've got a lot of water, a lot of air, but in minor arcana, we have a lot of pentacles. Pentacles speak to what's real and tangible. So it's coming into 3D, but not lickety-split. Love comes slow, but it goes so fast. And that consequently leads to this, a long period of sadness. But you turn around and love is there. That Two of Cups is so, it disappeared back into the deck, but here it is again, the opportunity for it. The opportunity for the new thing. The warm thing. Now, Tower speak to like now. Boom. This instant, remember that first thing? This instant. It's a revelation, you know, and it brings this kind of clarity. This kind of clarity. You're guided by the light, the inner light and the guides, both cooperating to bring you to this point. This healing place. Because the transformation has taken place. And to my mind, this is a card of healing too. Healing around pain. So you can heal the other people's pain, which was a big theme yesterday. You're healers. The healing transformation. The bigger container. The uncapped heart. So you can grow more love. Because it's Scorpio energy. It's about feelings. Which are always going like this. They're not fixed. But with hard work, Pentacles energy, you can bring it into 3D and grow it. Grow more. Abundance. It's about abundance. A surfeit. The cup overflowing. And radiant. Radiant. All these sun, you know, all this radiance. It's like the cup is lit up by, I mean, we actually have all three. It's like 3 times the brightness. Now, this instant. This instant. I'll see you next time. Love you guys.